It's time to dust off your favorite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a man on a quest to make money for beer. Sparring DK presents Relegation Regen Rebuild, Manchester United. Hello and welcome back to Relegation Regen Rebuild here with Manchester United. We are in now to season at number 5. We've qualified for the Champions League. Now, I did discuss with you what is going to happen this season at the end of the last episode. Basically, we are only going to play teams that are above us on the table. So, of course, we played the first game of the season. If we lose that, we are right down and we have to play those Premier League games. We will be playing all of the European competition and hopefully pushing through for a Champions League final. Now, we are going to have to bring in players. There are some regens floating around that I think can help out this team. We've got a shitload of money to play with. So, yeah, let's get into this season and hopefully we can have a good campaign. Right, so we've got a little bit of a short list here. Obviously, some that we have been watching for a few seasons. Bootpack David is 82 rated now. Possibly an option if we well, I'm not sure what's happening with Graham, whether he leaves or not. So there's an option there, although I have trained up a winger to come through. We've got Gustavo Molinas, the Paraguayan midfielder, at 77 rated, possibly an option if we need a midfielder. Now, centre-backs is definitely something that I'm looking at. De Souza Silva, low work rates, probably not someone that I would pick first string, but possibly an option for us. But then we have Jonathan Hernandez, 86 rated, 22 years of age, 6 foot tall, left-footed. Now, this is one lad that we could definitely look at. Going to cost us, 60, 70 million, probably more, currently at Napoli. So definitely one that I'm going to have a look at. Kellyan Ngomu, a centre-back, 80 rated. I don't know. I've just picked a couple of options. I chucked Jurgensen back on here. He was delisted at the end of last season, but, if we're struggling for players, he's sitting there at the moment. There's a lad here in Adam Tavares from Croatia, 72 rated. But the pick of the crop for me is probably Samuel Lees-Malou, a French centre-back, 21 years of age, a 5-star weak foot, right-footed. We've got a lot of left-foot centre-backs. He's got some really good stats, and it's going to cost us a fair chunk of coin, 95 million looking like they want, but I think he might be a key acquisition. I think Cooper and that, we did jack them up early in the first season, and they just, have those brain farts every now and then. I mean, this lad's got 72 composure, so good jumping, strength, it's all there. I think this might be the lad that we need to go after. And then there's also this left back here. Florian Davo from France can play left back or right back. 5-star skill move, 6'4". I mean, his stats aren't complete, but he looks like a well-rounded player. Now, we did let our backup left back and right back go at the end of last season. And Sacco is 50-50 for me. Carr's probably done a little bit better in the last season, and I think he's up to an 82, but just a handy little backup here that could possibly grow. So let's see if we can get Florian Davo in on the first day of the month. Right, so we get our man Davo. I'm going to chuck him on the right-hand side for now. Segura is the other left back. He's got the potential to be special. So this is the reserves team lining up at the moment. We've got Vandenberg back from his loan spell. Bizimana back from his loan spell. Nilo's the lad that we have been training. Currently, I've got him sitting there on the right. We've got injuries still. So, yeah, we're a little bit struggling on the right, but I've got Figuera there back from loan as well at a 73 rating. So, I mean, the reserves don't look too bad. Billy Dixon there as an option. Now, what does my head in right now? It says that he can only play centre-back, but if you look at his actual stats, he is a centre-back, centre midfield, left back, right back. But here it only tells me that it's a centre-back. It's a little bit crazy. But, Mikkelbus coming through. Flanagan drops into the 2s at the moment. Kjartansen at an 89, which is the exact same as Flynn. We'll have to see how that pans out. Kjartansen probably will take over the number 1, you'd feel. But, we'll see how we go there. And we've got Lebeau at the moment. But, some of these players may leave in this transfer window. If I get some decent offers in, I may look at changing things around a bit. Unfortunately, the weak foot and skill moves there for Vandenberg aren't quite what we're looking for. We'll just have to wait and see how this transfer window pans out. So let's jump into it. Right, so finance-wise, we've got 225 million, so we can go and get a couple of those big players. I might leave it a week or so. We need to offload some players from our squad to free up positions, or maybe utilise some of our players in swap deals, but I think we do need to make some buys, so let's get into it. Preseason starts off against Gamba Osaka with a 2-0 victory. Graham and Kenzo both with injuries. Right, so Freddie Kenzo's torn his quad. He's missing for 8 weeks. That's not a good start to the season. And Joe Graham with just a bruised leg. He's out for 3 days. The reserves roll out against Atletico Madrid for a 2-1 victory. Right, Izzy Molina has been loaned out to Santa Clara for the season. We take on to Bayern Munich, and it's a 2-1 loss. Right, Ricardo Willis, I think he's the little Jamaican, has been sold to Hermannstadt for 170 grand. Peanuts. Right, Aaron Ornison's been loaned out to FC Porto, and Joe Graham has been sold to Stuttgart for 41.8 million. Semi-finals, we've got Juventus, and unfortunately we lose 2-1. Right, Alfred Laurent is going out on another loan spell. He's off to Cardiff City. Right, John Sauner has been loaned out to Utrecht, and Overdal, the goalkeeper, third string, has been loaned to Fulham. Right, Gerson Lundvik has been sold to Randers FC for 730 grand. And Jerome Thomas has been loaned out for the season. Right, we still have 4 players in our current youth academy, and Tom Watkins, 87 to 93. Shaab Karimi, 90 to 94. Might be worth bringing him up shortly. Bogerson, 83 to 89, has dropped away. I'm not sure we need the CDM. And Juan Luna, the goalkeeper, well, let's let him marinate away there in the academy. Right, Jean Lebeau has been sold. He's been sold to AS Monaco for 28.9 million. I'm sure we picked him up a lot cheaper than that. Right, the Premier League season is about to get underway, and I think we need to spend some of this cash. We've freed up some spots, probably lacking a striker at the moment, but definitely want to bring in Samuel Lees-Malo, 85 rated from PSG. Can we get the deal done? It's going to cost us probably 90 million, I reckon. Right, we get our man Lees-Malo, and he will jump straight into the first team. Partnering up with Nieto Sanchez. I mean, this first team is looking okay. Lazon back from injury as well, so let's get him out on that right, and that really sort of makes his team look quite tasty. Unfortunately, Kenzo injured. Play Navarrete up top for a little bit and put Campbell back into the midfield. Right, first game of the season is against West Brom, and obviously we have to play any team that is above us. It is the first day of the season, so we have to play the first game. Taking on West Brom, and obviously the injury to Kenzo, Lebeau was sold, so Lane and Navarrete will start up top. Murray and Campbell, a Scottish midfield contingent. McDonald, Lazon back from injury. Lees-Malo will make his debut at centre-back, partnering up with Nieto Sanchez, and we will keep Flynn between the sticks. If he doesn't get a clean sheet, well then maybe Kjartansson gets a string in the first team. I don't know. We'll see how the rotations go. If Kjartansson does hit a 90 though, he will overtake Flynn, and we'll have to decide where the captaincy's going. But let's get into this game and see if we can start this season off with a win. Alright, time to get a season number 5 underway here in the Premier League. To the Hawthorns, taking on West Brom, and we will want to show our domination this season. We need to be that big team on campus. Campbell doing well strength-wise. Finds Lane. Can he get a finish? No. Dropped from behind. Unlucky. Well, I thought he might have been the first one out of the door, but he's gone to the back stick. Ami Lazon couldn't get it on target. Navarrete has a crack. Oh, great save. It's Karius. And is that a corner or a goal kick? Zon drives in, and it's Nieto Sanchez off the sidebar. Murray. Navarrete. Campbell. Navarrete. There's Murray. Works his way forward. Angus Murray. Oh, wide. From Sacco. Campbell. Navarrete. Murray. As West Brom trying to press here. There's Carr. Murray. Campbell. Has Navarrete on the edge of the box. Oh, good block. We'll get a corner. Cagey affair thus far. Zon gets the touch. And here is Lane. 2 minutes of injury time. Presses his way forward. The big Swede. He'll drive inside. Still comes Lane. Needs to cut back. Oh, Lane. Stuck to his foot. It's 0-0 here at half-time. Not good enough. We need more. There's Malou. Did well. There's Campbell. Needs one out wide. Just a heavy touch. Campbell's having an interesting game. We need a little bit of magic. Zon. Murray. There's McDonald. Brian pushes his way into the box. Cuts back. Lays it inside. And oh, get out of the way, boys. Well, they've got one through here, West Brom. And that is really top work from Nieto Sanchez. Sanko is on. Get it through, lad. Drives forward. Lays it off. McDonald in on goal. Brian! Oh, Karius, good save. Murray. Lees Malou. Avi Lazon. Oh, Karius again. Lays it off. Lane. Pick down. Fires one off. McDonald has an opening here. Avi Lazon. Can he set something up? No. Good defense. Fucking West Brom. Avi Lazon pumps one forward. Wants Navarrete. And Marlon gets back. West Brom have defended out of their skin here today. Right, 3 changes. Lane, McDonald, Campbell. 2 minutes to go. Vandenberg, Nolo, and Bizimana check in. There it is. A 0-0 draw. Not the start we were looking for. 10 shots to 3. Nieto Sanchez with a 7.8, but we need to be doing a lot better than that. Right, Arno Knudsen has been loaned to Peterborough for the season, and Linus Holler out to US Orleans. Right, Ollie Bartlett has been sold to Nottingham Forest for $8.4 million. Right, we've loaned out Viljami Katola to Bristol City, and Murmich has been loaned out to Southampton. Right, so with the sale of LeBeau, I think we need to pull in another striker. Christian Gomez, Mancini. We've seen that name before. Now, Mancini, it's a big name in the Relegation Regen Rebuild series, if you remember the AC Milan series. But, okay, he's at Bayern Munich. He's 21 years of age. He's got a 5-star weak foot with a high attacking work rate. Some good physical stats there. What's his finishing like? 65, but we can work on that. Finesse shot, power header, bicycle kicks. He's going to cost us 53 million. Let's see if we can get him in. Right, so we get our man Gomez Mancini. He's right-footed, so Vandenberg is left. But, okay, that is probably a decent pickup for us with the sale of LeBeau. A little bit lower rated, but I'm sure we can work on that. And that just helps us out with our striker, because all we had left was the lad from Kazakhstan who's unhappy and probably on his way out of the club at some stage. And with the injury to Freddie Kenzo, we need players that can play up top. So that's a good pickup in Gomez Mancini. Well, second game of the season is against Chelsea. They're above us on the table. I've brought Cooper in for Nieto Sanchez. Just a rotation there. And other than that, no changes to this lineup. Let's get into it and see if we can get a victory over Chelsea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first game at Old Trafford. We host Chelsea and need to get a win under our belts. Lane gets one through. Navarrete pushes his way into the box. Gets around his man, Navarrete. Oh, unlucky. Chelsea putting on that press. Sacco. Campbell. Carr. Inside. There's Navarrete. Opens it up. No, Nunez gets a block. We've struggled with Chelsea in the past. Campbell. Oh. Yeah, we're struggling. I need Freddie Kenzo back. He's not far away, though. Works his way forward. Navarrete, great save from Kepa. Well, there's a ball forward. Cooper's going to have to do some work here. Pushes his way back. It's delivered deep. Flynn gets a finger on it. He started his season off well. Knows Kjartansson is knocking on the door. Oh, there's a goal. Oh, Chelsea takes the lead 1-0. And just showing that little bit of extra class that we seem to be lacking at the moment. Maybe we need a few more acquisitions in the transfer window to really bring this team together. There we go. Simple tap in. Carr, you got to get out there, mate. 1-0. They are finding too much space here. Pulisic pushes forward. Lees Malou with him. Play it back inside. Oh, fuck me. It's 2-0. Chelsea running riot. Well, they were tipped to be the champions last season. Got pipped late. Unfortunately, they've got us 2-0 here. Cooper again. His time might be up. Flynn called into action. Chelsea out for blood now. 2-0 up. And pressing for a third here. It's only half an hour into the first. Time to compose yourself, lads. Will he have to do it himself again here today? Drives his way forward. Still comes Navarrete. Needs Lane. Decides to play back for Murray. Oh my God. Murray down. Lane. Lays one through. Navarrete. Drives his way forward. Cuts back. Navarrete. Let's go. 2-1. Navarrete gets us back into the game here. Well, we just need someone. We can't rely on this man for everything, but Maybe he's the man to get us back in the game. It's 2-1 here at Old Trafford. Still a lot of football to be played. A good finish from Mario. 2-1. Well, there is half-time at 2-1. It is a wet day. Can we find something here in the second half? Oh, we've made a change at half-time. Freddie Kenzo coming back from injury. We'll check in, which means Navarrete moves to the midfield with the injury to Murray. Okay, McDonald. That's a lovely square clearance where you go for a fucking challenge. Son, here is Freddie Kenzo. Welcome back, son. He's going to have to regain some touch, though. Campbell pushes through the middle. Doesn't have anything to go to. Supposed to retreat. Find some space here. Carr. Campbell. Navarrete. Gets around Dion. Pushes his way forward. Plays it inside. Lane. Campbell. Freddie Kenzo. Come on, Freddie. Oh, Kepa, good save. Navarrete gets the touch. Holds off his man. Lays it off. Lane. For Navarrete. Sacco. Navarrete. Freddie Kenzo. Back for Navarrete. Drives his way forward. Slips it off now. Here's Lazon. Can he find something? Lays it across. Freddie Kenzo. Oh, save Kepa. Right, couple of changes for Guerra in for Lazon. And Campbell checks out Bizimana into the midfield. It's another corner for Chelsea as they press. Navarrete gets the interception. Lane plays it forward. Here's Freddie Kenzo. Lays it off. McDonald needs to find something. He finds Freddie. Oh, Bizimana tries to push through. Chelsea just held us up. There's Cooper. Let's get the press on. Navarrete. Guerra. Bizimana. Guerra. Navarrete. Oh, I tried to have a ping. Chelsea pushed back and Navarrete's just about out of juice here. Well, Sacco is dead. Pulisic has left him in the dust. Cooper goes for a clearance. And there is the whistle. It's a defeat to Chelsea 2-1. Our season has started poorly. 12 shots to 5. We just need to find some lads that can finish. Fuck me. Well, a big injury for Angus Murray. He's broken his toe. He's missing for 2 months. That hurts our midfield. Right, so I was having a looking at our squad. We've got McDonald, but I think Boubakary David would be a better left-wing option. We've got Nilo, but he's got low work rates, and it's not something that I'm really looking for, unfortunately. So I'm going to see if I can get a transfer deal done here. I mean, it's 76 million, but let's see if we can get Boubakary David. We're building a French squad. Right, we get Boubakary David into the first team. Some okay pace, but I think he'll be a better option than McDonald, and it means that McDonald can go into the twos. We sold Nilo in the transfer as well, so player for player pretty much. I think with the high attacking work rate, David will be a better player for us. Claudio Mercial's gone out on another loan spell. He's off to Southampton. Well, funnily enough, Fulham below us on the table, and we managed to get a simulation game in here. We get our first victory of the season. It's 2-1. Carabao Cup, the reserves will go out here against Sheffield Wednesday. A 3-0 victory. Bizimana gets 2 goals. A home fixture against Nottingham Forest, who are bottom of the table. We got a 2-0 victory. David gets his first goal. McDonald checks in and gets one as well. Right, so probably just 2 games in this one. We've finished the transfer window, so let's see how this squad is looking. Billy Flynn is still an 89. Dahl went out on loan. Carton's an 89. Dubbo's up 2 to a 78. Has the potential to be special. Segura did have the potential to be special. Now he's just an exciting prospect. 70 up 3. Carr is an 82. McGeesher out on loan up 1 to a 75. Cooper 85. Dixon 66. Mickelbus 82. Nieto Sanchez 84. Lees Malou 86 up 1. Has the potential to be special. Flanagan 83 up 1. Knudsen out on loan 61. Sacco 79. Owusu out on loan 69. Mancini out on loan 64. Molina out on loan 67. Bizimana up 3 to a 78. Thomas at 67. Hollis 60. Latoa 63. McDonald 82. Katola 66 up 1. Campbell 77 up 1. Viljanin 75 up 1. Murray injured back in 6 weeks 86 up 3. Back to potential to be special. Okay. Danielson 66. Ornison 72. Navarrete's a 94 up 1. Souter 68 on loan. Masil 70 on loan up 1. Orlando Perez, I had him loan listed, couldn't get a deal done, so let's remove him from the loan list. He's an exciting prospect. Then we have Laurent out on loan 69, Alves out on loan 70, Sokolov out on loan 71. Some of these guys will come back in January. David, showing great potential, 82. Figuera, 80, up 8. I've put some training into this lad, and he's a potential to be special now. Lazon, 87, up 1. Murmich out on loan 70, up 1. Gomez Mancini, showing great potential. We'd train him up. He's already at an 80. Well, I was trying to get rid of this lad, but he hasn't gone anywhere. Vandenberg, 81, up 6. Very unhappy at the moment, so we'll see what we can do about that. Bayer, 61 on loan. Lane, 82. Kenzo, 83. And Malay out on loan, 69. Right, the Champions League groups, let's have a look. They've been announced. Juventus, Monaco, Benfica, and Slavia Praha in Group A. Group B is Man City, Inter, Bruges, and Galatasaray. Pretty decent group, that one. Group C, Liverpool, Valencia, Fiorentina, and Anderlecht. Group D has Atletico Madrid, Napoli, Sparta Moscow, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Group E, Bayern Munich, PSG, Salzburg, and Basel. Group F has Chelsea, Barcelona, Schalke, and Dynamo Kiev. We are in Group G with Dortmund, CSK Moscow, and Celtic, so possibly a chance there for us to push through, you'd hope. Group H has Real Madrid, Leverkusen, Ajax, and Lokomotiv Moscow, and that rounds out the Champions League. Right, standings-wise, West Ham top of the table, undefeated after 5 games. That's different. Brighton in 5th. That's different. Where do we sit? We're currently in 10th. We've got a couple of victories there on simulation over some of the lower teams, which is nice to see. And yeah, okay, Leicester City, Southampton, and Nottingham Forest currently in the relegation zone. But that's where we'll leave it today. This will be probably the format that we stick to for this season. We'll play all of the European games. We'll play any team above us on the table, and anyone below us will be simulated. I'm going to simulate most of the Carabao Cup unless we make the final. Probably the FA Cup too. Just, you know, it's not long until FIFA 21 and we need to get through this. If we get knocked out in the Champions League, we'll have to go again. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when